Have you ever wondered what it is about certain places that seem to just, I don't know, intrinsically spark creativity?
Yeah, like they pull on the world's most imaginative mind generation after generation.
Exactly. Well, today we're embarking on a deep dive into one such place, Mallorca. It's an island that is, let's just say, far more than just a beautiful destination.
Hmm.
Our mission today is to unpack why it served as such an enduring muse for artists, writers, musicians, you name it.
Right. What are the unique elements there? What fosters that inspiration?
And who are some of the iconic figures whose work was, well, profoundly shaped by this remarkable place? We'll distill the key nuggets, the surprising facts for you.
And we've pulled this from a really fascinating stack of your sources, detailed analyses of its artistic appeal, profiles, timelines.
Yeah, and even a special look at a specific landmark hotel Formentor, which was, get this, designed from its very inception as a sanctuary for creatives. So, pretty interesting stuff. So, okay, let's unpack this. When you look at Mallorca, what is it? What consistently makes it such a powerful magnet for creativity? Is it just, the sunshine and pretty views, or is there something deeper going on?
Well, if we connect this to the bigger picture, it's definitely far more than just surface beauty. It really comes down to maybe 5 key pillars.
Okay.
5 pillars that together create this almost alchemical environment for artistic expression.
Mm-hmm.
Think of them as chapters in Mallorca's creative playbook.
I like that. Chapters was chapter 1.
Chapter 1, and maybe the most visible, is its luminous environment and stunning scenery. That bright Mediterranean light. It isn't just bright.
Mm-hmm.
Artists consistently cite it as having a unique quality, And these ever-changing hues of the sky and sea, it's almost like the light itself has a personality.
Mm.
And the island, well, it truly offers stunning scenery. You've got everything from the really dramatic Tramontana mountain range to peaceful coves and rural countryside, just endless subjects.
That's fascinating. When you say the light is unique, how does that actually translate for an artist? I mean, we've all seen beautiful light, but what makes Mallorca special enough to, shape a painter's whole style?
Well, it wasn't just any bright light. For someone like, say, Joan Miró, that Mediterranean luminescence seemed to almost dissolve physical forms.
Ah.
It encouraged him towards that abstraction, those iconic sort of biomorphic shapes we know from his later work. It's almost like the island was whispering secrets to him,
Yeah.
And artists like Barceló, he's so strongly influenced by the Balearic landscape, and see that his work literally embodies its textures, its colors. You can almost feel the salt, the stone.
Right.
Sally Wood often paints the Serra de Tramontana, finding endless depth there. Even Picasso visited and found inspiration.
Picasso, too. Wow.
Yeah. There's that great anecdote about Formentor where the mountains meet with the sea. Painters were known to literally put down their brushes to applaud the sunset.
Get out.
Yeah, imagine that. Art so profound, it makes artists stop their own work just to watch it.
Wow. Okay, so Mallorca's beauty isn't just passive inspiration. It's like it actively demands attention.
Yeah.
Does that intensity extend to the people, the community? That was your second pillar.
It is, yeah. And that's a perfect segue. Pillar 2. Its rich artistic heritage and thriving community. Mallorca boasts this deep history of artistic presence. Figures like Miró, again, found not just inspiration, but real peace there. And it's a place that actively nurtures a diverse and dynamic creative community. You see regular exhibitions, fairs, residencies in hotspots like Palma, Dea.
Oh, Dea. I've heard of Dea, kind of bohemian.
Exactly. Known for its bohemian, artist-friendly ambiance. Also places like Alaro, Pollença.
Mm-hmm.
And the island's cosmopolitan population, drawing people globally, fosters this really eclectic and inclusive environment that encourages creativity.
So it's not just history, it's alive now.
Totally. It's marked by a new wave of cultural dynamism, a rich calendar of art events year-round. And importantly, remember, Hotel Formentor's founder, Eden Deal.
Yeah, the poet millionaire.
Right. He explicitly intended the hotel to accommodate his numerous artists and poet friends. That shows this early, deliberate intent to build a creative community right from the ground up.
Okay, so you've got stunning nature, a real buzz, a living creative ecosystem. But, intense creativity often needs solitude, too. Does Mallorca manage that balance, or is it all about the collective energy?
That's precisely the third pillar. Peace, tranquility, and space to create.
Right.
Mallorca brilliantly provides an escape from the bustle of big cities.
Right.
You hear it from so many artists, especially those who moved from, say, London or Berlin. They cite the slower tempo as essential for creativity.
I can imagine.
It's a place where the world's noise just quiets down, and their studios are often nestled in tranquil, picturesque locations, mountainsides, sea cliffs, little rural hamlets,
Ah, nice.
providing both privacy and stunning settings for work. So that duality, vibrant community, and profound solitude that's historically drawn creatives seeking that exact balance.
That balance sounds almost ideal. Beauty, community, quiet. But what about the practical stuff? Is there actual, tangible support for artists? Galleries, funding, things like that?
Absolutely. And that brings us neatly to our fourth pillar, supportive infrastructure. The island is home to numerous galleries, sure, but also major contemporary art institutions, like the Fundació Pilar do Miró, obviously, is Baluard Museu d'Art Contemporani in Palma, CCA and Dratex. These aren't just display spaces.
Okay.
They offer crucial opportunities for artists to exhibit, collaborate, and connect locally and internationally. Plus, you have artist residencies, even public studios like Miró's was, supporting established and emerging artists.
Right.
And historically, you look at things like the Poets Club and the Formentor Awards at Hotel Formentor. That shows the island's deep-rooted capacity to host and encourage intellectual and artistic pursuits.
Okay, Mallorca seems to check all the boxes. Nature, community, quiet reflection, infrastructure. What's the final piece? You mentioned 5 pillars.
The fifth and final pillar is Mallorca's unique, cosmopolitan, yet local character. Its cosmopolitan population doesn't just attract people. It creates this eclectic and inclusive environment, bringing together folks from all over the world.
Mm-hmm.
But what's really special is how this international flavor blends seamlessly with a local cultural renaissance. There's a rich calendar of local Mallorcan art events, festivals, traditions, year-round.
So it's not just expats, it's integrated.
Exactly. It's this continuous interplay, fueling art from both global and deeply rooted Mallorcan perspectives.
So what does this all mean for you listening? It means Mallorca isn't just a beautiful vacation spot. It's practically designed to spark creativity. It offers this unique blend of inspiration and practical support, a truly fertile ground for anyone with a creative spark.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, here's where it gets really interesting for me. We've talked about the ideal conditions, the why. Now let's look at the proof. The incredible roster of actual talents who didn't just visit, but whose work was profoundly shaped by Mallorca.
And what's fascinating here is just the sheer diversity. You've got visual arts, literature, music, historical figures, contemporary ones. It's quite a list.
Let's start with the visual artist. Miró obviously looms large.
Absolutely. Joan Miró is arguably the most internationally renowned artist tied to Mallorca. He moved permanently to Palma in 1956, spent the last 3 decades of his life there,
Right.
and produced over a third of his total works during that time. His canvases from this period, they just soak up the island. The elemental landscape, the starkness of the stone, that vibrant light we talked about, the spirit of the people.
And his studios are still there, right, as a foundation?
Exactly. The Fundació Pilar Joan Miró preserves his home and studios. It's incredible to visit.
Wow. It's amazing to think such a huge chunk of his life's work came from those final decades there. Who else stands out visually?
Well, Miquel Barceló. He's a native Mallorcan, one of Spain's leading contemporary artists. His work, painting, sculpture, ceramics, is just so strongly influenced by the Balearic landscape and sea. You see the textures, the colors, the organic forms of the island embodied in his art.
You can really see it.
Definitely. Then there's Barbara Weil, an American painter and sculptor, settled in Port Renex in 1967. Her brightly colored, kind of architectural works, often made in this amazing studio designed by Daniel Libeskind.
Libeskind designed her studio. Cool.
Yeah. They really reflect the vivid environment of Mallorca. The sharp lines, the intense blues, and you have figures like Arturo Rhodes, a British surrealist painter who lived for decades in Dea.
Ah, back to Dea. Yeah.
Became a beloved local figure, known for these quirky, narrative, whimsical, fantastical paintings, really shaped by that bohemian lifestyle and the spectacular scenery.
It's quite a mix.
It really is. And you've got others. Francesco Martí in Solar, Sally Wood, focused on the Tramontana, Elena Gual with her palette knife portraits, Shoma Roig, the ceramicist, we mentioned Picasso visited, and even modern artists like Max Pate and Grayson Rutowski have relocated specifically for that unique atmosphere.
That's a powerful lineup. What about the literary giants? Did Mallorca offer the same fertile ground for writers?
Oh, absolutely. A similarly rich literary legacy. Robert Graves, the celebrated British poet and novelist, he found his sanctuary in Dea, moved there in 1929, lived and wrote there for over 40 years until he died in 1985.
40 years?
Yeah. His house, Conaluni, it's a museum now. a real testament to how deeply the island got intertwined with his creative life.
Wow.
Then there's the famous, or perhaps infamous, winter George Sand spent in Valdemosa.
With Chopin, right, 1838.
Exactly, 1838 to 39. She chronicled it in her memoir, A Winter in Mallorca. It's a, well, let's say candid perspective, sometimes critical, but it really highlights the island's profound impact on both of them.
And Agatha Christie used it as a setting.
She did. Used Mallorca as a setting in some of her stories, including Problem at Palencia Bay.
No way.
Yep. And Jorge Luis Borges, a great Argentine writer, visited several times, stayed with Robert Graves, was involved with literary circles in Palma early in the 20th century.
Borges, too. That's incredible.
It is. And the list goes on. Rubén Darío, D.H. Lawrence visited. Anais Nin spent time there. Camilo José Cela, the Nobel Prize winner, settled in Palma and founded a literary magazine. Even Jules Verne, Julio Cortázar were noted literary guests. Go back further, you have the medieval Mallorcan philosopher Ramon Lull, the poet Miquel Costa y Llobera. His poem Pine of Formentor really captures the island's spirit.
It seems like the island's charm really worked across disciplines. And the musical connection, is it mainly Chopin?
Chopin is definitely the most famous connection. That significant winter in Valdemosa with George Sand, while difficult for his health, absolutely influenced his work then, like some of his preludes. His presence, even with the challenges, really contributed to Mallorca's reputation as a haven for artists of all stripes. It highlighted that broader appeal beyond just visual arts or literature.
Okay, so diving even deeper now. Let's talk about that specific landmark you mentioned earlier. The one that wasn't just visited by creatives, but was literally designed for them from the start.
Right, Hotel Formentor. This is such a crucial point. It wasn't just a place that happened to attract artists. It was built for them.
By the poet millionaire, a done deal.
Exactly. He opened it in 1929 with the explicit intention to accommodate his numerous artist and poet friends. Just imagine that. Building a luxury hotel, not primarily for profit, but as a dedicated space for poets and painters to gather to create.
That's remarkable. A true patron embedding that intention right into the bricks and mortar. How did that initial vision evolve, especially in the literary world? You mentioned awards.
Yeah, it really blossomed into this globally recognized literary hub. So in 1959, the hotel manager, a guy named Bartomeu Boadas, who was friends with Camilo José Cela, the Nobel winner we mentioned, Boadas offered the hotel's facilities to organize these debates on poetry. That directly led to the creation of the Poets Club.
Just like that.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And then, the very next year, 1960, the hotel became the birthplace of the Formentor Awards and Prix International des Éditeurs.
Whoa.
This event attracted representatives from some of the world's leading publishing houses. Think Gallimard, Einaudi, Weidenfeld, and Nicholson.
Big names.
Huge names. And this award offered the highest sum ever granted for a literary award at the time. It firmly linked the name Formentor internationally with the world of literature.
Who won? Any famous names?
Yeah, notable winners included Juan Garcia Hortelano, and then there was this incredibly significant joint win for the international award. Samuel Beckett and Jorge Luis Borges.
Beckett and Borges, together.
Shared the award, yeah. It was this amazing burst of freedom and intellectualism. Unfortunately, it was eventually prohibited by the Franco dictatorship.
Right, of course.
But its impact had already cemented Formentor's literary legacy.
So we've journeyed through Mallorca's really unique blend. That incredible natural splendor, the rich artistic heritage, those tranquil spaces for creation, the solid cultural infrastructure, and that cosmopolitan yet local character.
It really is this perfect canvas for creativity, isn't it?
Yes.
It's drawn and shaped generations of artists, writers, musicians, leaving this indelible mark on their work and on the island itself.
And for you listening, whether you're seeking inspiration yourself or maybe a deeper understanding of cultural history or just a new perspective on how our environment shapes us, Mallorca offers a really compelling story.
It profoundly illustrates how one specific place can become a catalyst for just incredible creative output.
And this really makes you think, doesn't it? Considering Mallorca's multifaceted appeal, what are the Mallorcas in your own life? You know, the places, the conditions, maybe the communities that truly unlock your most creative or insightful self? And maybe how can you cultivate those environments to support your own deep dives into whatever subjects intrigue you?